What's up, everybody? Tyler here, 5centWax. Hope you guys are having a great evening, morning, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this channel. So, Thanksgiving's behind us. Christmas is quickly approaching, so I sure hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season, staying safe out there. Today's episode, we're going to look at some junk wax autos that I was able to pick up at a show recently in Knoxville early in November. We'll also take a look at my vintage pickups for the month. Really lucky to have added several cards this month to the collection, so I'm happy to share those with you. But first, junk wax revival. Let's talk for a second. So I went to a card show, really a card and autograph show at the Knoxville World's Fair Park Fairgrounds, and hadn't been to a show really like this before, or in a long time, where there was actually, autographs and kind of a card show combined. And I was tickled because the signers were, some of the signers anyway, were Jose Canseco, Wade Boggs, and Doc Gooden. Talk about a junk wax revival, baby, when you're talking the cards of their playing days. And that's right in my wheelhouse, because that's when I was growing up, squarely in the middle of the junk wax era. That's, when I was a young kid getting into collecting, as I've talked on this channel in the past. Was there to witness all the junk wax that is junk wax goodness. But I went to the show and initially wasn't even going to get any autographs. I was just going to go check out, see if there's any vintage tables there, and kind of just kill a Saturday afternoon and see what I could come across. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, well, I have so many cards from each of these guys from their playing days. I don't think I have any autographs of them in the collection. So why not pick up some autographs while you're there? So I went through the binders of my childhood and tried to decide what cards to pull out and have them sign. And believe it or not, maybe oddly, I settled on something outside of rookie cards, or, the kind of the known cards. But I actually stumbled across the Scoremaster series from the 1990 Score baseball set and thought, these are pretty artistic cards. Be really cool if I could get these signed. Really nice pictures on each, maybe a little bit different for something to be signed. And so that's what I did. And we'll turn the camera around here in a second so you can get a closer look at each. But the point is, I showed up at this show, and it was like going to the Church of Junk Wax, man. I had such a good time, so much fun. I mean, I found myself standing there in line to get autographs of guys that I grew up watching. I used to have, the Bash Brothers poster of Canseco and McGuire on my wall when they were playing for the A's as a kid that I vividly remember. Who doesn't remember Doc Gooden? And of course, Wade Boggs is, member of the 3,000 Hit Club, great Hall of Famer in his own right. So it was just like being a kid again, to stand in line with guys that were pretty much my age, talking, remembering the good old days, and to be surrounded by 86 Donruss Canseco rookies and 83 Topps Wade Boggs, and the Topps Tiffany of the traded series for Doc Gooden. It was just like taking a step back into my childhood. Had so much fun, and I was reminded, for me anyway, I get so caught up in what I'm doing to build my collection and to learn more about vintage cards that I kind of gloss past a lot of fun stuff that I really enjoy. And like for collectors of a certain era or a certain age, junk wax is fun, man. Junk wax can be fun for anybody. Sure, it doesn't really hold a lot of value or, monetary esteem, if you will, on the market. But there's generations of folks out there that connect with these cards and the players because that's squarely right in the middle of their childhood or their teenage years, or just a time in their life when, things were probably different and they were having a lot of fun. So don't skip over the parts of the hobby that are just fun to you personally and that you have a connection with. So rant over on junk wax revival. Let's turn it around and get a look at these autographed Scoremasters. All right, here we go with the 1990 Scoremaster autos. First of all is Doc Gooden. Look at that beautiful blue Sharpie matching the blue in that Mets uniform. Used to love these cards as a kid, man. You had all through the era, you had several artistic series in each set out there. I mean, the Donruss Diamond Kings, the Dick Perez stuff, this set, the Scoremaster, and then per deck, if I do recall, about 90 or 91 had a similar card series in each of their or those sets. Here's Mr. Boggs. Love the signature. Wish he could have got the signature down a little bit so he's not writing over his face, but really happy to have that one. Mr. Boggs. And last but not least, Jose Canseco, and I love where he signed this one, just the placement of it, put 40 and 40 on there. Really nice card. Just happy to have fun displaying these, man. Excited about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look from the Church of Junk Wax. But it hit me earlier. I think I used the term Junk Wax Revival. That'd be a great name for a band. If any of you guys out there have musical talent, feel free to go ahead and use it. Go jam out and use that name. So moving on, I've got quite a few pickups for the vintage collection to show you that I was able to make in November. A lot of them are all some graded, but happy to have all of them. So let's turn around and take a look at that now, and then we'll also take a dive into Big Brother's mailbox. All right, here we go with pickups for November. And I showed this first one last month, but I've got all these cards in chronological order. But showed this one in the video, last video I did by myself before Goats on a Budget with Joe for the month. But we have my favorite pickup thus far, the 55 Topps Ted Williams. Already showed this one off, so won't waste that much time with it, but beautiful card. Next, I stumbled on a bunch of raw cards at the same show that I got the Gooden and Canseco and Boggs autographs, but started going through some boxes and found some stuff I liked. So first up is the from the 58 series, the Nelly Fox All-Star. Beautiful card. Really like these cards. Need to get more of them. Also found 58 Bunning. For some reason, Bunning's been a recurring theme. I don't know why, but I picked up a bunch of his stuff lately. Try to cut the glare off there for you. Next, moving into the 62 series, we have Jim Cott. Love the 62s, as you've heard me mention. These are all in fairly good shape. Happy to have that. Next we have Early Win in the 62. Great picture of Early there. I like that him leaned up against the wall in the dugout, it looks like. Yet another Bunning from the 62 series. Says Bunning's Cunning on the back of it. Jim pitched a no-hitter shutout against Boston in 1958. My favorite from the 62, Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. Beautiful card. A little off center, but really happy to have this card. It's got good corners on it and it's in really good shape. Happy to add this to my Banks run. All right, moving on to 64s. I found some 64s raw that were in great shape and couldn't pass them up. The price was also right. So first up, we've got Mr. Juan Marichal. Great condition. Really nice card. Next, we have Robin Roberts. And then the Human Vacuum Cleaner, Brooks Robinson. Beautiful card, sharp corners, fairly good centering left to right. Could be a little bit better, but I'm tickled with it. Beautiful. You may have guessed it. Another bunting. Don't know why I'm coming across so many buntings in these runs. It's just a coincidence, but you know, hey, I'll take any Hall of Fame card I can get. And last but not least, from the 64s, Mr. Duke Snyder. Really nice picture of Duke. That's a picture of a seasoned vet at that point in his career right there. Also picked up 165. This Jim Cott. Beautiful card. As you may notice, it says Jim Cat on the front, but they get it right on the back. And then shout out to Mike J. Hawker Vintage. I was able to pick up this beautiful 73 Schmidt rookie off of him. Couldn't be more pleased to add this to the collection. Also found this beautiful 75 Gary Carter rookie on eBay for a great price. So I went ahead and picked it up for the post-war rookie run along with the Schmidt. Love this card. And last but not least, at the same show, I did find this 75 Tory that I just couldn't pass up. It was dirt cheap and needed it for the Hall of Fame run. So, nice addition. So there you have it. It was a good month of pickups to add to my collection. All right, welcome to Big Brother's Mailbox. Here we go with envelope number 1. We have, it's an Allen and Ginter, Garrett Anderson. Beautiful. I love these Allen and Ginters. I mentioned this, I think last episode we pulled one. Beautiful. It's Garrett with the Angels. Envelope number 2. We have Dustin Pedroia. Nice. Red Sox great, signed in blue Sharpie. Beautiful upper deck. Love that. Very pretty. And last but not least, envelope number 3. We have 87 Topps, Jeff Reed. Beautiful. It's fitting. We just showed a bunch of 62 Topps that I picked up this month to pull an 87. See, that wood panel on a later generation card. Nice old twin Jeff Reed among others. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed Big Bro's mailbox for the month. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode and had fun watching it. I had a blast making it and putting it together for you. As always, tune in next week for another episode of 5 Cent Wax. Be good to each other, enjoy the hobby, and God bless.